What is going on, James Blue Tech Committee here, and today I'll be reviewing the Backbone 1 controller for iPhones. Now, they are working on one for Android right now, but as of this recording, they only have it for available for iOS devices. Now, with a new update that recently happened, they basically have it so this works on more than just your iPhone, and I'll get into that more than in just a minute. But this is actually probably one of my favorite devices. Now, there are two things with this controller I don't like, and I'll also get into that here in a little bit as well. But let's first talk about the things I do like. One thing, the build quality feels great. I do think this is actually a very great quality device. I would have sworn if this would have been sold by Apple itself, it is just that good of quality. It does not feel cheap. So to me, I love this. The triggers are great. The triggers have great feedback there. Buttons are nice and clicky. D-pad feels good. Everything is fantastic. It's everything you pretty much would need on a controller for your iPhone. Also, the other thing I like too is actually the software. The interface of the Backbone 1 app is actually fantastic. All you have to do is hit this little orange button right here and it will take you right to the Backbone 1 app, which is amazing because it doesn't matter what app you're in, just hit it and it will take you right back to the app. And you have access to everything you play right there, whether it is your Xbox console, whether it is your PlayStation, Google Stadia, Apple Arcade. You can play through the app and it's its own interface. And the thing I love about that is it doesn't make it feel like you're playing on a mobile device. It makes it feel like you're playing your own. I play Forza Horizon 5 on it. I've been really getting into that game. I'm not really a big racing game fan, but for whatever reason, that game has really hooked me. When I'm playing Forza Horizon 5 on my iPhone using the Backbone 1 controller, I forget I'm on an iPhone. I don't think to myself, like, oh, I'm playing on just a mobile device with this. When my phone is in this controller, it feels like I'm just holding another handheld gaming console. I personally love it when you actually have a device here that actually transforms whatever you're using, whether it's a phone or a tablet, into something completely different. I said the same exact thing when it came to Logitech Combo Touch. It made my iPad feel like it was just another computer I was using with the keyboard and trackpad. It was great. I love it. And the same thing goes with the Backbone 1. The Backbone 1 definitely makes my iPhone feel like I'm playing on a handheld gaming console, similar to the Vita or the Nintendo Switch. And it's great. That transformation from a phone to a gaming console is amazing. And I gotta say, I love it. Here on the bottom, you'll get a headphone jack and a lightning port pass-through. So this is great. So you can actually even charge your iPhone through the lightning port pass-through and also use some headphones since, you know, Apple and pretty much every other phone manufacturer out there has gotten rid of the headphone jack. The Backbone 1 has actually brought it back, being able to use this. Another thing actually they don't mention, which I think is also fantastic as well, say if you're actually watching a video and have your phone on the Backbone 1, or even just playing a game or something like that, and you want to share it with somebody else so somebody else can share the experience, but you want to put on headphones, the lightning port here also works as a headphone pass-through as well. So if you have that lightning adapter, or if you have a pair of headphones that use the lightning port at all, you can actually use this as a headphone jack as well, in addition to using the actual headphone jack for headphones at the same exact time. So you can actually have two pairs of headphones here playing the same audio, no latency at the same exact time, so you can actually share whatever it is you're watching or playing with a friend or whatever, which I think is actually fantastic. And I think that's something they should put on their website. Now, to get into actually playing this on other devices other than just your phone, like I mentioned earlier, Backbone just recently updated their service with the Backbone Plus membership. Now, if you're somebody who already owns a Backbone controller like myself, they're going to give you this membership for free at no cost, and you can pretty much have that membership for as long as you pretty much have your Backbone controller. And I also think it's going through the holidays as well. If you do decide to get a Backbone controller, you will actually get the Backbone Plus service for 1 year. It is actually a great service, and I only think it's going to get better from there because you can actually end up using this Backbone controller on your iPad, your PC, your Mac. Pretty much as long as you have a wire that you can connect to those devices, you should be able to use it. And just using the lightning port to USB-C cable, I honestly, it's been fantastic actually using it. And you get more with it than just the ability to actually play on different screens. You could actually end up using this to, the app will also record, not only still record video, but you can also record video in 60 frames per second. You could also record the last 15 seconds of something. So if you end up putting the settings where you want to record the last 15 seconds of something that happened and something really awesome happens, you could just hit the record button and you're good to go. To do a screen recording or even just take a picture, all you have to do is either hold down the square button here or just press it depending on what you want to do with it, whether you want to take a screen recording or even just do just a little quick picture as well if you want to take a snapshot. and it works perfectly. I haven't had any issues with taking a screenshot or doing any kind of screen recording with this. Another thing you can do with the Backbone Plus membership is actually stream to Twitch directly from the Backbone One controller, which is great because you don't have to do any kind of complicated setup or anything like that, though. All you have to go is in the top left, hit those 3 lines, and you'll see the Twitch icon right there. Just hit that, link your account, and you can be able to stream your gameplay straight from your Backbone One controller on your iPhone, straight to Twitch. It's honestly pretty awesome. And like I said, I think it's only going to get better from there with the service. Now, onto the 2 things about the Backbone One controller that I think could have been better. Starting with I believe the lesser of the 2 issues, in my personal opinion, is the joysticks. The joysticks here are very Switch-like. So they're very small, they're not like a full-blown like joystick like you would get here on like the Xbox controller, things like that. And now, basically, the Razer Kishi, which is probably the competitor to probably the only competitor actually, from what I could see out there, to the Backbone One controller, actually has full-on joysticks. But from what I've seen, the comfort of it doesn't seem like it'd be as good as the Backbone One controller. So I honestly, and I've been using this for a while, while the joysticks I feel could be better, they're not bad. They actually do what they're supposed to do, and actually it's pretty fun to play. And the other thing I will say I think is probably an issue with this, and I think it's going to probably be an issue that more people are going to have with, other than the joystick issue, is that you can't use a case on this. You have to take your phone out of the case, and you have to put it in, and then when you're done, you have to take it out and put it back in the case. It's a minor gripe. It's not anything major. I think it's more than the joystick issue, just for me personally, because it's just kind of more of an inconvenience to take your controller in, or take your phone in and out of the case. And also it'd be kind of nice to actually leave the phone in the case while in this, to give it more protection though. Because I feel like once I'm done playing, I can't just like set this down on my table and just walk away. I feel like, okay, I have to take it out of the Backbone controller, put it back in the case that way. So just for peace of mind that it's safe and in its case, being able to actually put this in the controller with this case still on would be a nice peace of mind, at least for myself. If you own an Xbox console, if you own an Xbox One or Xbox Series X or Series S, this I think is great because using xCloud on this, like, granted you can use remote play from PlayStation, but I mean, like, I've always had kind of issues with remote play. It's kind of finicky. You get some lag and things like that. Now that's not to say you don't get lag with xCloud or Xbox, or the remote play feature on the Xbox, but it just seems to happen less often, and Xbox seems to be a little more stable when it comes to the remote play and streaming features. But this, I mean, like, personally, or even actually, you don't even need to have an Xbox. Even if you have the Game Pass Ultimate membership, I believe you could just stream Xbox games to your phone without even having an Xbox console. Now, one other issue I did forget to mention about the Backbone One controller, and actually I think this is probably a bigger issue than the case or the joystick issue, is that if you own a 13 Pro or 13 Pro Max, it will not fit this controller. Now, the people at Backbone have made a adapter you can actually use for the controller that you can put on your phone to help make it fit in here, but it's going to still be a little angled and kind of fit a little weird. But you can still use your iPhone 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max. Everything else prior to that, the 13, 13 mini, 12, 11, all the other phones prior to the 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max will still fit in this without the adapter, but just keep in mind it won't, because of that bigger camera module on the Pro 13s, it's not going to fit in this as well as the other ones. But as far as my iPhone 13, it fits perfectly. It looks amazing on this. So, like I said, if you own the Pro phones from this year, it's not that they won't fit. You'll just need a special adapter. Now, you get the Backbone will give you that adapter for free, or you can actually 3D print it yourself. But that's pretty much the third and probably the bigger of the issues, I would say, for this, especially only if you pretty much own the Pro phones from this year. Other than that, though, when it comes to the Backbone One controller, I think this is a no-brainer buy. If you're someone who loves games or know someone who loves games, this would be an amazing gift to get them this year, especially if they own an iPhone. Right now, Backbone is actually running a special Black Friday sale. It's $15 off, so right now it's $85 as opposed to $99, and you'll also get Game Pass Ultimate with it, which would be great. I will leave a referral link down in the description below to this, so if you want to pick one of these up, you can. In addition to using my referral link, you'll also get a $10 Apple gift card to go with it, so if you want to use that gift card to get some more games off Apple Arcade, or whatever it is you want to use the gift card for, you can. I will also leave an Amazon affiliate link down in the description below that I will also benefit from monetarily at no extra cost to you. So whether you want to shop on Amazon or if you want to just get it straight from Backbone themselves, you can. And as always, been James at Blue Eye Tech. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.